Big news, AFTV are coming to Ghana. We are coming to Ghana in Africa between the 6th and 12th of February, and we're going to be meeting Ghanaian Arsenal fans and doing a watch party around the West Ham versus Arsenal football game. You do not want to miss this, so Ghana, get ready. We are coming. AFTV.
Hi, and welcome along to AFTV Transfer Daily, the show that keeps you up to date with fans who link with January transfer move to Arsenal. Hi, and welcome along to AFTV Transfer Daily, the show that keeps you up to date with players that have been linked with a January transfer move to Arsenal. Did you know that on this day in 2004, Jose Antonio Reyes, a player I used to absolutely love, signed for Arsenal? There was lots of excitement around it when he signed. I remember it clearly. And he was brilliant for Arsenal, and, you know, went back to Sevilla, was a legend there. And it was really, really sad. You know, I mean, he died in that car crash a couple of years ago. Really, really sad to see how that ended for him. But what a great player he was for Arsenal. Jose Antonio Reyes just goes to show you can make some great signings in a January transfer window. You know what? The last couple of days in the world of football have been crazy. Friday, Jurgen Klopp announced that he's stepping down at the end of the season, will no longer be in charge at Liverpool. And yesterday, following a defeat, Xavi of Barcelona legend on the pitch, won the league last year with Barcelona, announced that he's standing down at the end of the season. Real shock news. I mean, all right, it hasn't been going great for Barcelona. They've had some poor results recently, but he won the league last season, right? You know what I mean? Surely he's entitled to a little bit of leeway. He is standing down at the end of the season. So Barcelona on the lookout now for a new manager, and one of the leading candidates for that Barcelona job is Mikel Arteta. Mikel Arteta, of course, who started his career at Barcelona, came through their famous academy. He's from that region, you know, that part of the world. He's Catalonian. He has been heavily linked with a move to Barcelona at the end of the season. Now, of course, you know, he's one of the most talented young managers in world football. You know what I mean? I know he didn't win the league last year, but, you know, to push Man City all the way, we nearly pulled it off. You know, what he's been doing at Arsenal, you know, has sparked the attention of a club like Barcelona, and they are interested in bringing Mikel Arteta back to Spain. Now, it's interesting because Mikel Arteta has been, and we've been hearing this rumour for the past couple of the weeks, that he's on the verge of signing a new contract at Arsenal. Would he be tempted by going to Barcelona, or is it signed and sealed already that this new contract is going to be done? I suggest Arsenal get the new contract signed as quickly as possible so that we can keep hold of him. But Barcelona interested in Mikel Arteta now that Xavi has announced that he's standing down at the end of the season. It's crazy. It's crazy what's going on with these managers at the moment. Looks like there could be a manager merry-go-round at the end of the season. Now, Nordi Mukiele, who plays for PSG, he's a right back. He can also play as a centre back. He's been heavily linked with a move to Arsenal today. PSG are said to be willing to let him leave this January. He's only played 7 games for them so far this season in La Liga. And we all know that Arsenal, you know, one of the things that Mikel Arteta even spoke about right at the start of the window is that Arsenal could be in the hunt for a versatile defender who can play in a couple of different positions at the back. We've had injuries in key positions there. You know, we've seen, you know, injuries at left, predominantly in the left back position, with Tomiyasu and also Zinchenko being out. And also, is there adequate cover that if there was an injury to, say, a Saliba, like what we got last year, who do we have? Do we have adequate cover? All right, there's suggestions you could move Ben White in there, but then who would play at right back if, say, the injury record of, you know, because if you think about last season, it was not just the injury to Saliba. You know, Tomiyasu is also out as well. So could Arsenal bring in someone for cover? Mukiele has been a player that has been suggested. You know, he was heavily linked with a move before Arsenal started to be suggested to Bayern Munich, but Bayern Munich yesterday signed Sacha Boey, so that's not going to happen. So could Arsenal make a late move for him on loan until the end of the season? It would suit Arsenal. Not going to have to pay this big transfer fee. Possibly suit PSG. He's not getting game time there. One to watch from now until the end of the window. Nordi Mukiele on loan until the end of the season from PSG, a possibility. Joshua Zirkzee, who we've spoken about numerous times on the show. The youngster, 22 years old from Bologna, has been doing really well. Striker. According to Corriere dello Sport, they claim that Arsenal have informed Bologna that they want to sign him come the end of the summer and that they're prepared to pay the £34 million for him. Only problem with that rumour is that we've been, and I've been speaking about this a few times on the show, that that 34 million release clause is only open to Bayern Munich. That's not open to other teams. Arsenal would have to pay more than that if they really want him. But they're saying that Arsenal are leading the race for signing him. Manchester United also said to be interested in him, along with other hosts of clubs. But Joshua Zirkzee, going to be interesting to see if Arsenal do make a move for him in the summer, and also where he ends up in the summer. Is certainly not looking like he's going to be at Bologna come the summer. And a player who's definitely not going to be at his club next summer is Victor Osimhen. Well done to Nigeria. They beat Cameroon yesterday in the African Cup of Nations, and they progressed further in that, and one of the favourites to win it now. Now, we heard the news coming out of Napoli, from the owner, that basically he confirmed Victor Osimhen will leave in the summer. Victor Osimhen himself confirmed that he's already decided where he's going to go in the summer. Now, all the rumours flying around today is that he's decided to go to Chelsea. Of course, one of his big heroes is Didier Drogba, and he'd love to follow in his footsteps. But all the rumours saying that he's looking at going at Chelsea. It was interesting because I was reading what Gary Lineker was saying about Victor Osimhen, and he was saying if he was Victor Osimhen, he would join Arsenal because they're a team that have got a chance to challenge for the league. Chelsea are still a team, going through loads of changes. Manchester United are another team who are heavily linked with him. You're not going to win the league with them straight away. They're still in transition as well. So he was suggesting Osimhen should join Arsenal. But these rumours are saying he's decided to join Chelsea. Listen, nobody knows at the moment who's going to put that big amount of money in for him as well. It's going to be really interesting to see where he ends up this summer. Again, it won't be at Napoli. And a rumour today for Kaoru Mitoma of Brighton. Brilliant player. Plays on the left wing. Really exciting player. This is another one of those Brighton stars that they've just pulled out of the bag. A player that they bought for about, I think it's £1.8 million, right? Now worth 50 million according to Transfer Market. It'd be even more than that if they decide to sell him. You know how Brighton roll. It won't be 50 million. You're probably talking in the regions of about 70, 80 million. But according to the Spanish outlet Figes, they claim that Arsenal are ahead of Manchester City and Manchester United in their race to sign Mitoma. They want to sign him in the summer. Would be an exciting summer. Would be an exciting signing if you had a Mitoma in there. You got Mitoma and Martinelli as options on that left-hand side. That would be very exciting. And they claim that Arsenal are going to make a move for him in the summer. He's injured at the moment. I'm not sure if he's quite returned, but he has been carrying an injury. When I was over in the Asia Cup, he didn't play for Japan. But he would be an exciting signing, but I think that's way off, and I think that would cost a lot of money indeed. As a matter of fact, I was thinking about it today. If it came down to Mitoma, the two players that I really like on that left hand or right hand side, I think it would have to be one or the other. I think I'd go on that right hand side, Michael Olise. I like him from Crystal Palace, but Mitoma, on that left-hand side. Very, very exciting player indeed, but will be a lot of money for sure. Another Brighton masterclass. Anyway, thanks for watching the show. Listen, it's not long now until the end of the transfer window. 1st of February, 11 o'clock, it shuts. We'll keep you all over anything that happens here on AFTV, so make sure you keep it locked, and I'll be back in the morning with another Transfer Daily.